Hola, tutti le mondi. ¿Qué tal? Hola, Edu, de Barcelona. Buah. Vengo. Solo la puntita, solo la puntita. Vamos a ver el inicio. Porque aún no he decidido qué voy a hacer con Monkey Island. ¿Vale? Porque sé que, de nuevo, si lo juego aquí no vais a venir ninguno porque lo queréis jugar vosotros, lógicamente. Y la gente que venga me lo va a spoilear. Entonces, pero tampoco sé cuándo jugarlo, así que he pensado, ¿por qué no hacéis el inicio? De beginning. A ver qué tal, las voces, cómo ha vuelto todo, la hostia de nostalgia, ¿sabes? Jugamos un poquito y luego igual hago ya hasta aquí y corto. Del boxeo vendo. Del boxeo Vengar. Es el Monkey nuevo, sí. A las 6 en punto se puede jugar a esto. Yo lo tengo instalado y todo. Se lo han dado. Devolver lo ha dado esta mañana, pero ya dijo que hasta que no fuera el día que no había case. Vento de bandeja, sí. Hoy he hecho el primer día. No voy a ser de esas personas que se pone a hacer un ejercicio, o sea, un deporte, y solo habla de ese deporte, ¿vale? No va a ocurrir. Pero, el primer día hice una ruta y media. Hoy he hecho 3 rutas. He podido hacer 3. La última era así ya. Y la única satisfacción que he sacado es más dolor. Sí, voy a hacer 4 cosas del GTA 6, claro. Buah, ha sido, o sea, reventado, reventado. Tengo, pero es que además hoy por algún motivo, por algún motivo no, porque los golpes son de cadera y tienes que girar. Y hoy tengo la espalda guapa. He salido con la espalda, vamos, con nombre, apellido, carrera ya, pareja estable. Ay, claro, yo soy, es que ahí está el tema, yo soy más de parres. Pero bueno, hoy ya me he apuntado, me he comprado unos guantes del Decathlon, no me corriente, me he comprado las vendas. Ya me las pongo yo las vendas como un niño mayor. Ay. Aún no he jugado a Bulón. Bulón quería jugar hoy, pero esta mañana he estado, entre otras historias, he estado haciendo cuidado ahí de Helsinger. Yo estoy convencido de que esta tarde iba a jugar a la demo del Bolón. Y, Víctor, que hoy sale Monkey Island, por favor. Agotado. No hagáis boxeo. Apuntaos a cualquier otra cosa. El boxeo no es bueno para la salud. Había un pavo ahí, un crack, que ha hecho la ruta, está haciendo la ruta. Le estaba pegando unas hostias a los sacos. Unas hostias a los sacos. O sea, tienes que hacer eso 5 veces. Son 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Voy a contar las cosas raras como sacos, ¿vale? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Si contamos los neumáticos, son 16 sacos, ¿vale? 16 cosas a las que pegarles. 30 segundos a cada una. Y le está. ¡Pip! ¡Pepe, Pepe! Sí, yo, madre mía, tío, pero ¿cómo aguantas? ¿Cómo aguantas? Hola, Zerok. Pero vale, pues ves, hombre. Pruébalo. Estoy tan cansado, que el comentario sobre mi calvicie me ha hecho gracia. Ese es mi nivel de cansancio. Sí, ¿no? Así no da ni me toque. O sea, voy 2, 3 días y luego en el montaje, ¡pa! Salgo ya todo fuerte. Buenas tardes. Tutorial de mi barba. No, no, no cortársela. Es importante si queréis tener barba, no afeitaros. Es el punto 1. Crisálida, que está. Tú estás ahí haciendo como. Pum, 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 pum. Y el tío está. ¡Pipim! En el saco. Y vuelve el saco y le hace. ¡Pip, pip, pip, pipim! Y digo, madre de Dios bendito. Puto loco. Bueno, cada uno entrena como quiere. Yo sí. Es que claro, en este entrenamiento que hago, no puedes ir a full en ningún momento. Porque si empiezas fuerte, no llegas al final. Y si empiezas suave para llegar al final estás reventado. Así que nunca conoceré mi verdadero potencial. Caorra y Rayanor. A ver si va a ser usted el capitán tonto. Le presento aquí al capitán subnormal. Uy, he señalado la suscripción mientras lo decía. Perdón, Mr. Con. 13 meses. Muchísimas gracias. Cogería el mono, pero es que está en el otro lado de la mesa, tío. Oh. Ah. Gracias por la suscripción. No os suscribáis, que estoy muy cansado, que no puedo levantar el mono. No puedo. Una pandereta. Encriptados o directpazos. No, el tutorial lo verás cuando estés preparado. Los objetos a lametazos. Me cago en Dios. Sí que tienes que hurgar. El día 8 de este mes te viene al aeropuerto de Barcelona. Pero justo nos tocaba pasar el arco de seguridad y no era el mejor momento para saludarte y pedirte una foto. Luego ya te perdí de vista, hombre, ya lo siento. Adri BCN. Espero que fuera bien el viaje. El ejercicio es salud, no. No, 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 no. La pizza es salud. La pasta boloñesa carbonara es salud. La cerveza es salud. El vino es salud. Un rodaballo fantástico ahí a la brasa, eso es salud. El ejercicio no es salud. Es sufrimiento, es patiment. Si me saco una foto contigo, pillo el móvil y me hago una selfie con el monitor y tu stream. Sí, claro, por supuesto, adelante. No permitas nunca que nadie trunque tus sueños, aunque sean una pollez. Siempre a por ello. Yo te apoyo a muerte. Bueno, el plan es ese, ¿vale? Sé que vamos a ser muy pocos y de los que seamos ahora, que seremos menos de menos, vamos a ver menos después, pero me parece que es un buen... No hubiera estado con Titan, con Alex de Salud. ¿Fuisteis al canal de Alex a decirle que yo hice un directo de 9 horas casi el otro día? ¿Ibais constantemente a decírselo también? Pregunto. Es por marketing, es por SEO, ¿vale? Me interesa saberlo. Intento ponerme serio, pero no me sale porque estoy muy cansado. Un cachopo de kilo entre pan, eso es la auténtica salud. Pues eso, llega a la conclusión, mientras venía por aquí con las lumbares es una puta mierda, que igual lo suyo es empezar Monkey Island, igual jugar media horita, una horita. Y nos olvidamos de Monkey Island. Y cada uno que lo juegue por su lado, y cada uno que haga, pero como la primera, como todos juntos, el principio, ¿sabes? Y luego ya, el buen kebab, pero el buen kebab es bueno, el de cordero bien hecho. Es una mierda porque esta noche quería comer pollo, quería hacer pollo a tiritas, pero creo que las de estos de trigo que tengo, ahora las puedo comer, pero no tengo pollo. Mañana tengo que ir al mercado, que mañana es martes y llegan las cosas. Por supuesto, vais rayanos. De nuevo, los sueños de cada uno son los que son. ¿Qué hay mejor un cachopo? Un bocadillo de cachopo. Que últimamente la industria está muy tranquila. Tío. ¿Pero dónde estás? Hola, Maiche. He visto que vas a mejor. Me alegro mucho. Tyron, eso era un poco el early pazos. Y como llegó, murió. Hostia, literal, qué putada. He empezado a ver The Crown. El señor antes de llevarte que hable conmigo. Llegué el sábado por la noche y estaba Alba que no sabía qué hacer con su vida y puso The Crown, ¿sabes? Y llegué, vi 20 minutos de The Crown, 20 minutos del primer capítulo, ya he empezado y pensé, ¿esto es posible que esto sea la pollísima? ¿Sabes? Y ya llevamos 4 o 5. Dandramer, no te he visto, discúlpame. Ay, 41 meses, Super Monkey Island, eres un puto crack. Muchas gracias. No os suscribáis, que me duele todo. No me expliques el final, Watix. No me spoiles el final de la protagonista de The Crown, por favor. Runflex, 46 meses. ¿Qué acabo de decir? Culo de mono para ti. Ay. Estás viendo Castle. Castle es guay. F. Hola, Quintarano. Entonces, ¿qué? ¿Nos parece...? No, Runflex, tú llevas 49. He hecho 46, perdóname. Llevas 49. He visto el primero de los anillos. Y le dije al Bayer, vemos otro. Y me dice, prefiero The Crown. Digo, pero si The Crown te aburre un huevo. Y dice, ya, pero pasan cosas. Y yo, joder. ¿Qué dices de Castle? Se come cerebros. Pero... ¿Has juntado dos series? Santa Clarita, Diet y Castle. Pero entonces nos parece bien, ¿no? Este plan que he urdido de... Vemos el principio de Monkey Island. Que ya es un spoiler para la gente que lo quiera jugar ellos. Pero bueno. Así no nos enmerdamos demasiado. Hostia, le debí. Eso es raro, pero muy bonito. Ya se puede jugar, ¿eh? Monkey Island. Dexter no comía cerebros. No, a Maise. Y a mí me paga Amazon y me la suda. Hola, señor 10. Yo para cenar tengo que nos suscribáis, Cabaneter. Gracias por los 51 meses. Tengo todas de homoplato para abajo. No es normal esto, ¿eh? No puede ser bueno ni sano. Pero bueno, sí que es verdad que hoy he aguantado 3 rutas. Que no, que el primer día, o sea, en 1 y media, está empezando a marearme. Ya casi sin fuerza al final, pero ahí está. No sé qué os está diciendo. Tengo más ganas de que salga el juego de Sun Wukong. Ted Lasso, correcto. O sea, y Sebas. Pero ahora vamos a poner la isla del mono, ¿eh? El retorno del mono isleño. Entonces yo creo que tú tendría varios cambios de calzones a mano, porque yo creo que te vas a venir varias veces por la sensación de jugar al puto Monkey Island. No he entendido lo de qué pasa, que me voy a cagar encima o cómo. Tono de rada. Venga, Moline. Moliner. Que el lunes no tiene culpa de ser lunes. Son 5 rutas, que salida. Y no es para los más curtidos. Lo normal son 5 rutas. Y yo no puedo, pero bueno. Sí, se llama ese, por eso me hizo gracia. No, la puntita del mono. Muy bien. Son las 6. Voy a hacer una última comprobación. Para el que... No he puesto el tweet. No me deja... He puesto un PNG GIF de tweet y no me ha dejado ponerlo, pero bueno. Vamos a mirar. Hoy es septiembre 19. Mira, 4 pm UTC. 4 pm UTC son las 18:00 del lunes. Let's go. Let's go, gente. Esto que va a pasar es muy bonito, ¿eh? Han pasado unos 200 años del último Monkey Island. Yo recuerdo los Monkey Island a trozos. Monkey Island y retorno y me salen 2 opciones de compra iguales. 2 botones para comprar lo mismo. ¿Qué dices? Hola, Blue. Hola, Gonzastot. Así que vamos a ello. Estoy un poquito nervioso, no voy a negarlo. Coño. Estoy a little bit nervous. ¿Vas a jugar en directo? Vamos a hacer el inicio. Ahora que no lo ha jugado nadie, que estamos todos en bragas, he pensado de jugar el inicio, a ver qué tal, qué reacciones tenemos, cómo nos sentimos, ¿sabes? Y luego, seguramente, pues igual en media hora, 1 hora, paro. Es una posibilidad. Y luego ya ver lo que hago. Pero sí, vamos a empezar. Lo que dice Blutardis, espada sanguinaria, es... No me digáis, mira esa puerta, no has visto esa esquina, ¿sabes? Has pasado el ratón por ahí y no te has dado cuenta. No me lo digáis, no quiero saberlo. El backsitting de ningún tipo. Fuera. Avisaos estáis. Por ejemplo, si estuviera Recasans maneando, sé que estamos todos jodidos. Pero Blutardis es caos, no lo controlo. O sea, va a su puta bola. ¡Ey, Cosmere! Ha metido Clicker Dwarf. Bienvenido a mi imperio. ¡Pim! O sea, Cosmere. Sí, lo acabo de ver ahora mismo, Cosmere. Muchísimas gracias. Venga. Estoy un poquito nervioso. También os digo una cosa, estoy más cansado que nervioso. Es que estoy muy cansado. Jugar. Voy. Espera, estoy grabando. Claro, quiero grabarlo todo. Mira álbum de recuerdos. Si no conoces Monkey Island, necesitas un repaso, ¿vale? Podemos mirarlo, ¿no? Nos hacemos un repasito. Vale. ¿Nos hacemos un repasito, chachi?
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with...
Un momento. Voy a poner sitio de efectos sonoros que me gusta el montaje de los autores. Vale, pero... Vale. Lo que pasa es que esa parte no tenía subtítulos. Ah, no, ahora sí, texto y voces, vale.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Míralo.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Me parece Steamboat. Cuéntame más.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Perdón.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Hostia.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. Mastering sword fighting? This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. You had to brew a special... We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought.
Hey, falsa, muchas gracias.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that?
Por cierto, me la ha cedido Devolver, evidentemente.
By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay?
La palabra no era evidentemente, pero bueno.
I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind her, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do.
Putas peladillas.
Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all.
Porque lo de Elaine siendo una estatua dorada sería
LeChuck and I
el 3,
battled it out on a grand scale that time.
Ese es el 4, ¿no? Vale, pues el 4 yo no lo he jugado.
I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts.
O sea que sí que lo han metido en el... Lo han metido en el canon, el 4 al final.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
La estatua dorada es del 3. Esto no sé qué es.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy.
No sería este de Telltale.
The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death. Except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges.
Así que en el 4
I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
No es para el resto de mis aventuras, vale. Pues ya está. Pero esto ha sido el resumen de los 4 Monkey Island, asumo. Que el 4 yo no lo jugué 1 hora y dije, a mí esto no me gusta. Nueva partida. Toda la historia de diversión, pero con puzzles casuales para jugadores atareados. Más puzzles y más difíciles. A tope. Para los aventureros acérrimos que lo quieren todo. Hostia, no lo sé, ¿eh? No lo sé. Porque yo creo que lo suyo sería hacer un modo casual y luego tirarse al... Sin invocaciones. Me has gustado mucho ahí. Yo haría casual. Sí, es que el difícil... A ver, el difícil puede ser más interesante, pero es que el modo difícil Monkey Island 3 era muy difícil, ¿eh? Claro, es que ahí está Kidnair. Pero es que el difícil de Monkey Island 3 era muy, muy difícil. Venga, va. ¿Qué cojones? Preludio, comienza una historia inesperada. Buah, tío, qué friki. ¿Qué han pasado? ¿20 años? ¿30?
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Hostia.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah!
Son los hijos de...
Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make
Ahí
lightning
me
come out of my
flipa el
eyes.
efecto artístico de
It's
este juego,
so
tío.
lifelike.
Me gusta mucho.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Me van a hacer
Come
todo el
on.
rato.
I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've
Escorbutifarras.
never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Os lo tengo que ir leyendo, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Oh. Chucky tiene buenas
What
ideas.
should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Doble clic, súper
I
rápido.
once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Por las escorbutifarras. Ah, mira. Uf, menudo gafotas y pedir al dependiente. Tienes varias opciones, vale, guay. ¿Está muy fuerte? ¿Os lo bajo?
You
No, ¿no?
kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Nos pone un par de escorbutifarras, nos pone para... A ver...
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like
Correcto.
kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Pues nada,
I guess never mind.
para aquí ya
I
estamos viendo
know.
cosas.
Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Vale, pero... La llave está toda un palo.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Ah, es la llave del lavabo.
I'll bring this
Coño.
right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got
Vamos
the
al lavabo.
leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Fantástico. Y la letrina va a ser esto. Trastear en la letrina.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Uy, ¿esto?
Some places
Ah, comprar escorbutifarras, buscar una moneda. Ah, qué guay, tío. Te lo van marcando, chachi.
It's
no,
locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Ey, Wonka, no hace por
you
7
unlocked
meses.
it.
¿Qué es esta pieza de metal?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Arrancar.
Fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
¡Ea! Ahora voy a ir ahí dentro, a ver.
Gross. Chucky, why Why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Me está haciendo muchísima ilusión esto.
Gross. I am not doing that again.
I once had the hiccups for...
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
¿Y puedo volver a hablar con Chucky cuando quiera? A ver.
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of eight.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Vale, pues venga, va. Está muy cuco. Yo entiendo que hay gente que que hubiera preferido otro tipo de efecto artístico. Yo también. Me hubiera gustado quedarme con el del 3, por ejemplo. Pero es súper bonito, tío.
What can we get with this?
Hostia, yo no me metería eso en la boca.
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect.
Ah, vale, abajo a la derecha, sí, claro.
Boy.
No me había dado cuenta.
What are you
Ahora, un momento.
getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Hostia, qué horror.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
Lo que no puedes hacer es ir
know.
saltando los
What
textos
do you
cuando los
wanna
has
do?
leído. Y eso... A ver.
I wonder where those two people we were following went.
Si ahora me dice que me vaya al... Espera.
In Brit?
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
No ha colado.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Fantástico.
I wonder if this is drinking water. Let's not go back there
Fantástico.
again. We'll just get yelled at. Hey, Chucky,
Hacer trastadas.
get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
La misma rata del mismo barril. En otro barril. Devuelve la llave. La polla. La llave es mía.
I can stand
Soy
on
un
my
pirata.
head without using my hands.
Hola.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Quiero
Do
mirar.
that.
Ah, no, solo
I'm
pausas,
an
vale.
expert planner. There. Perfect. See you
Me
around
inspira,
the
hace poco
park,
13 meses.
Cineheads.
Detrás tengo un mono de 3 cabezas. No me voy a girar, no me la cuelas. Vale, me ha dado más... ¡Hostia! Mirar el ancla, ganar a Chucky en una carrera, dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa a mi escorbutifarra, ensayar una lucha con espada, buscar un trébol de 4 hojas, pedir un deseo del pozo de los deseos, buscar a nuestros verdaderos padres. Vale. Pues, ancla. Hablar del ancla.
That's a cool anchor.
Mira, vale, te lo marca abajo a la
Shows
izquierda
how
cuando
little
has
you
hecho
know
algo.
about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat.
Ah, el
Shot
punto.
from cannons as a They started making them
guay,
bigger and
fantástico.
bigger because they would do more damage that
Esto
way.
es maravilloso porque una vez me lo leí. Mira, se ha
Then,
dormido.
you notice what happened when you
Una vez me he
missed
leído el
the other
texto y yo me lo
ship
quiero saltar
and hit
siempre.
the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped
A ver,
design that
si ya
was
está suelo.
popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent
No para,
what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly,
No para.
and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies.
Mola
But
mucho
the
porque esto es un
only way
tutorial
they could
para
keep them
explicarte que te
from
puedes saltar el
floating was
diálogo.
to
Es que es
attach
maravilloso
another
esto.
anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Qué maravilla, tío. O sea, qué bien pensado esto. Si te has perdido algo, pulsa... Ah, pulsa flecha abajo para ver más frases anteriores. Flecha arriba para pasar a la siguiente. Ah, qué chulo, tío. Hostia, está muy bien esto. Joder. No paro de ver ideas de puta madre, desde que hemos empezado. O sea, estoy flipando. Coger pan y darle comer a la pata.
Hey,
Vaya.
I want to feed the duck.
That's our bread.
¿Quieres la llave del lavabo? Ah, no. No te deja dársela,
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Buah.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with
pues
scurvy
mira.
dogs.
Fantástico. Me viene muy bien.
You're not going to touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Vaya. Pues iba a hacerlo fuertísimo.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
El Chucky este me parece
Do
cojonudo.
not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if.
Epa, ¿y eso? Sal de ahí, Chucky. Toma.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Vale. Estoy hecho que tenga bigote. Deseo que Dee desaparezca. Deseo una planta chula. Deseo otra escorbutifarra. Hostia.
I wish we could speak backwards. Or would it?
Yes, you
Fantástico. Fantástico. Maravilloso.
That was fun.
Oh, man. It wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
That was cool. I wish I had another coin.
Ahora necesitamos otra moneda para otro...
Are we done here?
Escorbuto, ¿no?
We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
A ver, vamos a hacer... Claro, es que nos falta un huevo de cosas, tío. Vamos a la carrera, un momento. Entiendo que será esto.
Hey, Chucky. Want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, coño.
Chucky wins!
Tiene que quemar el botón del ratón.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Next time for sure.
¡Otra!
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
¿Qué ha hecho? ¡Ay, coño, vale!
Chucky wins!
Perdón. Pensaba que era quemar y ya está. No, es poner la dirección a donde toca.
Next time for sure. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
¡Hala!
I win!
¡Coño! Una cosa menos. Tiene que haber algún botón. Vale, la I de
Did you know your
inventario.
feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Vale, es la... Es la T, vale. Dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa en el producto, ensayar la lucha con espada, buscar un trébol de 4 hojas. Vamos a mirar aquí. ¿Qué habrá en la cesta?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, you have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your
Tetas,
elders.
claro.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Gotta run.
How
Bueno,
rude.
echar lucha con espadas.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Puede ser que haya un botón con el que se pueda interactuar, pero no nos lo han dicho. Nos queda comer la pata, echarlas a la butifarra. Vale.
I want to feed the duck.
Ya tenemos la primera mierda aquí,
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup.
Ah, vale, lo
You
recojo y
should put that
fuera.
on your scurvy dog.
Hecho. Arreglado. Vale. El trébol de 4 hojas tiene que estar en este árbol, ¿no? ¿Ha dicho?
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks.
Do
Ah, vale.
not pick. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Ah, mira, ahí está. Toma.
I found one.
Awesome.
Mola mucho los cambios
There
de
was
planos y
still
tal.
one
Chulo.
left. Darn.
Hala. Vale. Pues solo nos queda dar de comer a la pata.
Stop it.
¿Ah? Ojo.
Don't feed the duck. I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Qué lástima. ¡Uy! Ahora es la pata de la suerte. Pero bueno. Se ha convertido en la pata de la suerte.
I want to feed the duck.
¡Qué maravilla! Pues está todo hecho ya.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole
Míralo.
shoebox.
¡Qué grande! ¡Qué
Hey, Dad.
grande!
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh,
¿Ha
boy.
habido raid?
That takes me
Hostia,
back.
Renaya, muchísimas
I like it
gracias.
when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys
Estamos
always
haciendo, como es complicado jugar este juego en directo, estamos haciendo como la intro, como el principio, a ver qué tal es. De momento me está puto volando la cabeza, o sea, me encanta. Pero eso, ni Back City ni nada. Y muchísimas gracias, Renayar. Muchas gracias.
make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Mira, 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 mira. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Hostia, qué grande, tío. Qué fuerte, no lo puedo creer. No me lo puedo creer. Es es de una época mejor. Es que es de una época mejor. Qué pasada. Ahí está, Matías, a bailar. Buah. Parte 1. Un lugar acogedor. Buah. Ahí, Darkroad, súper a favor contigo. Que ganen el 1 y el 2 con este estilo. Y que los quiten.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Pues mire, eso es cada uno. Eché raptó a mi mujer. Es un malvado fantasma zombie, el terror de los mares. Hemos sido enemigos durante toda mi carrera. Sí, me roba las mejores ideas.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Es que ya me está dando mucha gracia.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the...
I was just...
Ya está, ya no hay nada más. Bajar a los muelles. Vamos a bajar a los muelles. Buah. Buah.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Mira, mira, mira.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
¡Hala! Yo quería ir al barco ya.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
¿Te van a decir lo mismo?
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back. Pues sí. Luego de tarjetas canciones de Trivial. ¡Hala! Al fondo del Scum Bar está... ¡Hostia! Es un Trivial de verdad. Vale, guay. Qué chulo. Mola. ¿Serán como logros?
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Sí, he leído la cocina y te ha volado el comentario, ¿ves? Escucha la música.
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Me gustan mucho estos cambios de plano, tío. Porque siempre son aventuras gráficas muy antiguas. Como quieran, siempre eran planos estáticos, ¿sabes? Esto es súper guay. Era lo que hacían en The Dick, por ejemplo, que te hacían planos, primeros planos y cosas, y a mí eso me flipaba la cabeza.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no.
¿Y cómo baja la música cuando
Did nobody
habla?
remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials
Tiene
for each
mezclas de
other
3D,
and
qué
writing
buena.
memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for.
Spare me the greasy sales pitch.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay?
Dale, es una tercera,
Listen to the story.
Brutardis, que luego...
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Ah, que llevas un año,
I'm
Riffy.
sensing some reluctance.
Muchas gracias, tío, no me había dado cuenta. Final todo el vídeo. Muchísimas gracias. Guapetoner.
But hear me out.
Voy a compensaros para ayudarme a contratar una tripulación. ¿Podríais al menos decirme dónde hay un barco libre?
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Es una pasada el diseño artístico, ¿eh? O sea, a mí cada vez me gusta más. Podría compensaros por ayudarme a contratar una
I could make it
tripulación.
worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Joder.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why
Yeah, Dodge,
waste
tú
money
también,
on an
tú
expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Hostia, jajaja.
I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Vale, vamos a ver lo del... Libro del Trivial. Vamos a poner la cocina porque era la cocina. Página 2, ¿no? La cocina. Y ya está. Lo que no sé si fallas, ¿qué pasa? Vale. Vamos a mirar un poquito por aquí. No. ¿Ese es Elaine?
Elaine?
Hostia.
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses.
Paso de la expedición.
Guybrush!
Espera que tienes esta historia. ¿Cuánto tienes el día para prevenir escorbuto? No te das a mano un barco, ¿verdad?
Remind me how long we've been married.
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
Hey, Rada, muchas gracias, loco, por 14 mesacos.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find
Acabo de leer
something.
Thanks.
que el auténtico vudú está próximo a cese de negocio. Está al 50%. Me ha hecho gracia.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives.
Me flipa.
I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison.
Ya me gustaba cuando vi los
The pressure
trailers.
she's putting on the town is...
Hay que decir que la primera vez que lo vi de entrada me chocó. Pero no como algo negativo, sino como que no me esperaba eso, ¿sabes? Y cuanto más juego, más me gusta. Y ya en los últimos trailers a mí me gustaba el aspecto artístico.
making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
Me siento mejor solo... Ah, vale.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Se quieren.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Vaya. Leer la propaganda.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Vaya. Epa, recoger tarjeta de trivial, coño. Joder. El mono loco era... Ya ni idea. El chimpancé de Chuck. Es un trivial sobre el juego. O sea, sobre la trilogía, entiendo.
The problem with this statue
Criticar la
is it's not
estatua.
a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
La respuesta es Pazos, correcto.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. It doesn't look finished.
Vale.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Claro, es que ahora es el punto de las entonces gráficas que es... Tienes una zona abierta, tócalo todo, habla con todo el mundo. Es lo que hay, un graffiti.
This place has kind of gone downhill. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
¿Y esto?
Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. They're having a half-off sale. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Todo ofertado. Mírala.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Me ha pasado años. Vemos que es todo Monkey Island. ¿Por casualidad no tendrás un montón de dinero a mano y querrás financiar una expedición?
I cannot give you what you wish. But perhaps I can help in another way. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
Hostia.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on
Este es el
what
libro de las
is
pistas.
to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
No me voy a girar,
What
no me
is
la
it really?
coláis.
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Vale, entonces vamos a mirar esto ahora, el libro de pistas. ¿Cómo yo me de tripulación? Da igual, vale. Probamos la primera, a ver cómo funciona. Y luego podemos obviar. Es que quiero ver si el libro de pistas se hace así, ¿sabes? Cosa que dijeron que no iba a ser así. Así que le voy a cómo si me pruebo barco y tripulación. Igual nos revienta esta parte, pero tengo curiosidad por saber cómo funciona el libro. Hablo del pueblo para irte poniendo a dar. Vale. Necesito otra pista. Vale, tú vas pidiendo las pistas. Vale. No es ninguna innovación loca. Simplemente tú vas desbloqueando las pistas. Y ya está. No sé por qué pensaba que sería de alguna otra manera, ¿sabes? Pero ya veo que no. Tampoco está mal esto, ¿eh? Pensaba que sería otro rollo, no sé por qué. No me digáis cuál, ¿eh? Porque...
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island.
Yuri
Crew
Rangway,
positions
muchas
available.
meses.
Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Sí, Arcal, y esto lo han hecho. Lo he leído en el... Hay una guía de review y tal. Cuando te mandan la key. Y te pone que, visto que cómo funciona internet, ¿sabes? Y que todo el mundo va a buscarlo en internet, para eso prefieren meterlo en el juego y irte guiando si necesitas mucha ayuda.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship's surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Hostia.
How about ship's surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck, sobrino. Andrew LeChuck, no somos parientes.
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew, here was a ship and a crew, ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
A ver. Ah, mira, esto es de... Esto es de la edición especial, creo. Es la armadura de caballo. Que no sé muy bien dónde va. Primera tripulación de Lechak. Resolver el problema, la primera oficial me reconoce y no me da trabajo. Conseguir una fregona. Apoderarme del barco de Lechak a la primera oportunidad. Encontrar secreto Monkey Island y revivir los días de gloria. Casi nada. ¿Y esto? Mi pluma puntera.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Está la pista, vale.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Bueno, claro, pero ahí está el texto para que lo leas.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Yo no veo muy complicado el inglés, pero...
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
¿Yo me lo puedo llevar? No.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Mira, tarjeta de trivial. Vale, pues aquí aparentemente no podemos hacer nada más. Pero quedan más zonas a las que ir.
How clever.
Le ship.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Vale, este es de la tienda de antes. Que es a donde vamos a ir ahora mismo. Lo estoy disfrutando mucho esto ahora mismo, ¿eh? O sea, mucho.
Hey, Wally.
Míralo.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally.
Le clever.
Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Estoy buscando una fregona.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
I was hoping the more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Hecho.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Correcto. Mágico. Estoy... Entiendo que no es especialmente entretenido porque no estoy diciendo nada, solo estoy leyendo, pero... bueno.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Vale. Siempre sé cartografía.
Those are fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Anda, un monóculo.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one.
Coge uno, son para visitar el negocio. Mira, en el borde pone mapas y más.
It says maps and more on the edge.
No ha colado.
Thanks.
Una
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
Sí que es la leche.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
¿Ha habido raid también? Retrocabeza, muchas gracias por la raid.
I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. The first rule of piracy is, never buy a used treasure map.
Correcto.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Hey, Wally, what's with the window?
I use it to...
Well, it's good. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Huh?
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before.
Bueno, pues ya está.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes.
Vale, pues vámonos para allá. Están todos en el barco de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Hasta luego, JS, ánimo. Vale.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close.
Esta es la misma nota.
Thanks.
Hola.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
¿Cuántas verdades, eh?
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Es que estoy muy interesado.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
No puedes poseer la patata, eso es así.
A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more
Sí,
so.
yo creo que va a haber algo con una llave. Me huele. Hostia.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Vaya, igual me hace falta una llave dorada.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
Esta es una tienda de llaves. Cerrajería.
Hi
Hola.
there, newcomer.
Hi. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Ah. Estoy escuchando ruidos porque sí. La sensación que estoy escuchando algo rascar. ¿O no?
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
¿Como una lupa que me he pillado? ¿O no?
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
Hostia.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. It's pretty...
Vale.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Debe ser del juego, soy en ruidos, tío, y me da la sensación que es aquí.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Pues las galletas son gratis.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Vale.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
No hay mucho que se puede hacer aquí, ¿eh?
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's that key?
That one is only for going in. Never for coming out.
What's that key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're trapped.
What's that key?
That opens a long, straight wardrobe for keeping long, straight dresses. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that key?
That activates a mechanical kettle.
Muchas gracias esto.
What's that key?
That unlocks your house. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this key?
That one's for making a quick exit from somewhere you're...
Ya está, ¿no?
What's this key?
That activates a mechanical... And please, don't touch...
Fantástico.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop
Sí,
without a
por
key
Monkey
grinder.
Island, sí.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Vale.
A visitor!
Hombre, míralo.
Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
Nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys
serán el
for things.
texto y las de
Things
Stan
like
están borradas.
Cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Mira que bien. Qué listo soy. Madre mía.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp. Without the clean parts.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing.
Me encanta como la ropa de Stan es un fondo detrás de él. Es un croma.
Needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything
Fantástico.
specific.
Como youtuber.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Are you sure you don't want me to?
115%, son.
Vale.
See you later.
Yep.
Vale, ahora podemos hacer la llave y nos falta...
Don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Espera, ¿y el cartel?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Correcto. Vale, fin. Culpa mía, por
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Vale, parece peligro para la salud. Vale, nada más.
A spider.
Vale. Vale, entonces ya podemos ir aquí. Podemos salir por ahí también.
Hi there.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Y no me cobra, venga. Chachi.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Vale, ahora ya hemos soltado a este, que está mirando el chat y no me he quedado donde ha ido. Vamos por aquí a ver. Mansión de la gobernadora.
Carla.
Carta.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
La última vez que tú te diste un baño, no sé lo que... Espera.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Es que he dejado de ser maestra de... ¿Cómo estás siendo gobernadora? Espero que no sigas enfadada por aquello del barco.
You've come far since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because
No,
that
y es
would
con
be
la
both
coma, con el
absurd
punto adelante.
and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
No estoy metido en todo lo que haga Elaine solo porque estemos casados. Elaine dice que la Capitana Madison ha puesto impedimentos a la
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Vale.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Adiós, cojo la carta. Miro el cuadro.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Tocar botella directamente. Adiós, pensaba que iba a romper.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Yep.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Ah?
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
¿Puedo coger los libros?
Can I borrow a book?
Hostia.
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Vamos, que va a ser que no, ¿no? El auto interminable de la travesía sin fin. Trucos vudú caseros.
Can I borrow a book?
No me deja, ¿eh?
You never brought back the last book. You never even...
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Vamos a hacer la última opción. Es que lo de las recetas igual me sirve para el cocinero cuando entre. Por eso estoy repitiendo.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Esta no nos va a dejar un libro así como así. Uy.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Mucho, Beguare, estoy disfrutando muchísimo. Ya tenemos un peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor.
Vale.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies help make the island what it is today.
Aquí tengo una serie de libros. El oficial me reconoce, sí, lo mismo. Vale, tengo una serie de libros que me van a hacer falta, pero hay que saber cómo coño conseguirlos. Interesante. Epa. Vale, puta madre, tío. Puesto de vigía, aquí no ten... Bosque.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Vale. Aquí me ha parecido algo. Pues no. Barco.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Malay Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Vale. Ojo.
The display case is locked. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Interesante.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
No nos vale, mierda.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the
Va a haber que
collection.
disfrazarse,
It
supongo, para
belonged to
entrar
Captain John Laney,
en el barco.
the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the
Vale.
What was this cinder you've got on the
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the
No
island.
sé, están en paz, creo que no.
Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
A ver.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Habla con el loro.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Chorizos. O sea, ladrones. Esto no me suena.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water
No
damage
estaba
is
hablando
actually
español.
from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question
Sería
is
bastante duro
nowhere
hablar
near
español,
Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've
Por lo
got it
menos
under
de
control.
entrada, contando que se han reunido todos los del Monkey Island. Pero el 3 sí que estaba al español, ¿no? 13 estaba bien doblado. Creo recordar que estaba bastante bien doblado.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the
Hostia.
Malay jail many years
El
ago,
rock.
after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of
Claro.
Big Whoop. I got it from the
O
cartographer
sea,
on
tiene,
Low Street.
Guy Bruce
Apparently,
tiene
he
un,
was somehow
tiene un
involved in the
museo
search for Big
de
Whoop.
él
About all
y no.
Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really
Gracias,
into
Mighty,
this.
por los 3 meses.
I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Ojo, carta. Cuidado para loros. Ah, son galletitas crackers de los otros.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
¿Se me dice algo más? Y si no me voy.
I don't suppose you have a mop from a famous pirate swabby on display?
I've been trying to get the cook down at the scum bar to donate his,
Vale,
but
ya quedó
won't
claro que
part with
tenemos
it.
que hablar con el cocinero.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I'd see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Hostia, qué horror.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly,
Pues
I got
eso
it
me
at
lo voy a
yard
llevar.
sale. They didn't know what they had.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Vale. Ojo.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat.
Esa me ha gustado mucho,
Supposedly
de
he
mano
was
derecha, de mano
ambidextrous.
izquierda.
Also, he used to live right here on
Me ha
Melee.
gustado mucho. Vale, a ver si puedo dar a este.
It doesn't seem interested.
Va a ser el de la otra. Y por supuesto, me voy a meter aquí ahora mismo.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Serpiente, más plantas.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Voy a hacer un par de pruebas.
I'm hopelessly lost without a...
No, son los mismos sitios, ¿no? No, aquí
I'm
no.
hopelessly lost without a map.
No te deja hacer ni... Vale. Tenemos que entrar en la cocina. Espera, eso no lo he visto, yo creo.
It'll be my ship soon enough.
A ver. Epa.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at
Soy
this
más
point.
chapa que hombre.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Yes.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Va con el cocinero.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe.
Estoy viendo el mocho,
Peachy.
How's Elaine?
Peachy.
She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Yeah, I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date. Forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup.
Ojo las estrellas que tiene el restaurante,
I'm terrified of them. On the
Está el
plus
póster en la pared.
side,
Es un
they
nivelón.
have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a
¿Están hablando de la
lifetime.
espada láser?
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely
puta.
suited to the
Va a hacer una
handles
fregona,
of
tío.
mops.
Bueno, va a conseguir una.
Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I
Maravilloso.
can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Tócate los huevos.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree.
I can't tell you exact.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Pues nada.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Vale. Carta.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars.
Es que tiene, se le salen las estrellas.
Food is
tío.
more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Ahí está.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot.
Vale. Bueno, el ambiente de historia no es lo que era. Te he dicho que voy a usar lo que queda. Quiero que...
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Vale.
Will do.
Examinar cordel.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Pues yo creo que ya tengo... Ah, desenredar cordel.
It's hopeless. It's hopeless.
Vale. El problema de la primera oficina no me reconoce. Fabricar una fregona, buscar árbol de palos de fregona, apoderarme del barco, vale. Entonces tenemos que ir a buscar... Un momento. Ah, qué guay. Tendríamos que ir a hablar con el de los mapas. Pero ese no me vende... ¿Eso no es una carta?
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Good for you. A ver. Hay una casa que no hemos entrado que estaba cerrada. Ah, no, coño. Era esta que era el del mapa, claro. Otro.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Vale, ¿puedo juntarlos?
If one monocle is good, two is better.
¿Qué te parece? Sí, que soy muy bueno.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Una astilla del árbol.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Vale.
Bye.
Pero de momento lo que podemos hacer es ir a... Ir a robarle la cosa esa al tío. Ah, no, bueno, tengo que ir a mirar el número y hacer la llave. ¿El astillero qué coño era? Es que en el astillero no está.
It's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Pensar
There
en
was
el
a
amarradero.
time when every morning
Jugaba la
would be
luna,
filled
tío.
with one of Stan's used chips.
Yep.
It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Coge, coge. Y el cubo también.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out
¿Pasará
now.
algo ahí? Qué guay, tío.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Vale, pues tenemos estujar
It's
la
good for
fregona.
relieving stress.
Vale. Bosque. Claro, sin mapa. ¿Cómo mierda?
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
No lo sé. No sé cuál será el árbol que me están pidiendo, pero bueno. Vamos a mirar esto.
Ah, crystal clear.
¡Ey,
I'll
mi
just
copro!
write
¿Tienes
that
esta
down.
cantidad de sub? Muchísimas gracias, loco. Bienvenido, X Joven. Maravilla, nombre. Ya un XV palito palito, Master of Hollows, este cruzo y al que sí, al Imperio. Muchísimas gracias. Muchas gracias, gente. Mi Cook 8, eres un tarao.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
He conseguido
This'll be
el
for
número de
our
serie
high-end
para crear una
displays.
llave.
You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Vale, y ahora...
It doesn't seem interested. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Vale, y ahora estas.
I've got enough to last me.
Estas se las voy a dar al loro de arriba para que no me vigile, supongo yo, ¿no? ¿Qué ha pasado, mi Cook? ¿Qué te ha faltado? Ah, bueno, no he hecho... Dame un segundo, que es que no he hecho... Como estoy aquí centrado... No he hecho esto. Sí, lo he visto. Kengi Joe, Pim, Jaun, Pam, Master of Hollow, Prem, L. Corzo, Pop y Akershiro, Mip, que es un tiro, sabéis que va atrás en el tiempo. Muchísimas gracias y bienvenidos todos al Pimperio. Pido disculpas. Venga, hasta luego. Venga, hasta siempre. Gracias, mi Cook. Perdona.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything
Uy,
else?
esa llave. Uy. Vale.
I'd like to get somewhere first before I do that.
Es que esa tía tiene muchas llaves en la cabeza. Ala.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Vale. Bueno, tenemos cositas, no sabemos para qué sirven. Aquí está la gracia.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
¿Algo que le podemos dar a esta?
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
¿Puedo darle cosas a ella? No. Vale. Pues aquí no
I've
tenemos
always
nada.
thought this looked like my old ship. The
Aquí no
Sea
tenemos
Monkey.
nada que hacer. Ahora hay que mirar qué podemos hacer con el parche. Claro, el parche igual es dentro de 8 pasos, ¿sabes?
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding.
They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the
Miramos aquí atrás
pieces.
otra vez, a ver.
It seems to be stuck closed.
No creo, no, porque estará jodida por el otro lado.
I don't see anything useful here.
Pues no. Vale. Bueno, está bien, primer bloqueito. Eso siempre es bien. ¿Y esto?
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Vale, son las llaves que tiene la tía en la cabeza.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
Interesante. ¿A qué juego se refiere? ¿Se refiere al de Dick?
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
No.
Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice.
¿Cómo le he quedado?
I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and
¿Para qué sirve el cuchillo?
Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Ea, el cuchillo con el que no puedo hacer nada.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Lo que sí que te han hecho es eso, que lo que no puedes juntar te sale con el prohibido.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive
A ver.
even very
Interesante.
old transgressions.
Interesante. Vale, no hay nada más para comprar. Vale, puedo ir a la gobernadora y que me dé, y que me perdone y que me deje llevarme libros. No sé para qué, pero de esto se tratan estos juegos. De ir avanzando. Los mensajeros de los verbos de Scum, pero aquello era un parto, sí. Lo era. Ay, mierda. No poder moverme con el objeto pillado, así que me...
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Vaya. ¿Ves? No te deja. Yo esto personalmente sí lo quitaría. Porque una de las cosas muy chulas que a mí me gustan mucho de Monkey Island y de todos estos juegos era empezar a juntar ítems a lo loco del palo que tiene que salir algo, ¿sabes? Aquí directamente no te deja.
Dear Carla.
No sabes aquella vez. He dado tu cumpleaños, tu aniversario.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Sé que eres tenaz con la tenacidad. Admiro que seas dura con la blandura. Valoro que seas dedicada a la dedicación. Agradezco que seas fanática de la
I
contundencia.
appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
Hostia.
As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology.
Me la he jugado, ¿eh? Aunque en verdad no he tenido la culpa. Prometo hacerlo mejor en adelante. Ahora tengo un sistema de recordatorios. Me das un miedo terrible.
Scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
Dear Carla.
Hola, Jen. Uy, muchacho con el rey de Aco.
Impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Preciosa que venís con Jen. Pues si estáis en el dicto Jen, es que soy gente preciosa. Vale, me ha dado esto. Vamos a coger el de... Ingredientes, estrategias náuticas, trucos vudú caseros.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a...
Yo creo que voy a pillar el de los ingredientes.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
Blue.
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Vale.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
A ver, vamos a ver si con este libro el cocinero nos dice algo más. Es una aventura gráfica. ¿De qué va el juego? Es un juego de puzzles, como todas las aventuras gráficas de los años 80, 90. Y estamos buscando el secreto de Monkey Island, a ver si por fin lo encontramos después de 30 y pico años.
Hi.
Are you my waiter?
¿Ves? Ahora le va a venir bien el libro.
Dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Vamos a ello, ya tengo el libro. No te preocupes, que está todo controlado. Ten.
I found this at the governor's
Sabía
mansion.
yo que este libro iba a ser el suyo.
Wow, Guybrush. I don't know how you knew I needed this, but the mystery dish must be.
Sí, el tipo del Loom, la conversación con el tipo del Loom ha sido buenísima.
Which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
¿Me escabullo con la fregona?
He'll never complain again.
Me llevo la puta fregona. Hostia, no jodas. ¡Ay, Dios! No me la he llevado. No ha colado. No ha colado. Digo, hostia. Qué grande es. Me llevo la puta fregona y a la mierda las cues. No me ha dejado.
Ingredients indeed.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
Oops. Oh, well,
I remember that
fine.
stench as if it were yesterday.
Hey, Tricky Flash. Pues estoy casi todo el directo en silencio, porque estoy leyendo y estoy pensando en los siguientes pasos.
So much to do.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Necesito lo del árbol. Pero yo entiendo que el árbol será en el bosque. Igual como no tenía el cuchillo, no me... A ver... Es que tendría que ser en el bosque, por cojones. Pero no he visto que pueda tocar... Sí, necesito una astilla de un árbol X. Pero no hay ningún árbol con el que pueda interactuar. A no ser que... No. Ah, mira.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel. Or alliums. Or clematis.
Oh?
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this.
Toma.
It looks pretty and smells wonderful.
Toma. Y puedo cortarla.
Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte.
Ah, coño. ¿Puedo coger más moradas?
I've already got one of those.
No. Vale, voy, vamos avanzando.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Libby, no pasa nada, no pasa nada.
I'm hopelessly
No sé qué ha
lost without
pasado,
a map.
pero no pasa nada. Vale. ¿Puede ser que este tío haya visto que le ha volado eso? No deja. Sí, los mods van a puta... a puta
I've
machete.
got some bad news. Someone stole
¿Cómo?
Sean Laney's eye patch.
¿Había robado el parche?
No. Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my
Correcto.
eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea.
Y sí. No sé, a ver si hay algo más aquí. No, aquí ya no hay nada. Vale, pues necesitamos lo del árbol, tío, pero... No lo sé, ¿eh? Ahora sí que estamos bloquetis. Ahora sí que estamos bloquetis. ¿Y si vuelvo por donde he venido?
I'm hopelessly lost without a...
A la que haces dos, se va.
A class... I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Hostia, pues no sé dónde hacer lo del... lo del árbol.
Hi again. Those new pirate leaders are real. They laughed at me. And they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course.
Sí, está libre de pistas, pero...
No, probably not.
Vale. Y las plantas también. He cogido plantas que nadie me ha pedido las plantas de momento, pero bueno. Vamos a ver a la cocina, a ver si este tío ya tiene la comida.
Waiter, I can't understand. Just bring me what the governor served me.
Que sí,
of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
No vuela, ¿no? Qué guapa esta canción, tío.
This will be... Yup.
Can I ask you
A
again
ver.
about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Claro, lo que me
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
No.
Remind me how to find...
I can't tell you exactly where it is.
Ay, perdón.
Because...
Vale, entonces,
Okay,
en principio, hay que buscar un árbol.
Now, where
O sea,
was
yo estaba
I?
convencido...
The plaque says,
like a
in memory
lot,
of
but
looming
okay.
seagulls of old.
Estaba convencido que era con la gaviota, pero bueno, vamos a volver a hablar con el de... Momento.
So much to do.
Es que soy muy inteligente. Si es que no lo puedo evitar. Si es que soy muy inteligente. Si es que me sale solo. Si no hay árboles, pues busca de dónde salió el otro, ¿sabes? Dios, qué bueno soy. Qué bueno soy.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map
Gracias
now?
por algo.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Guapo. Eso lo he leído. Y vale, está ahí arriba. Vale. Ah, vale, hay que seguir el camino. Vale, guay. Easy. Está siendo muy benévolo el juego ahora, porque lo hemos puesto en difícil y a mí se me está yendo bastante sencillo de momento. Claro que sí, son muchos años, ¿sabes? Pero ya tiempo que no juego a la aventura gráfica. Vale. Azul, verde, verde, azul. Y acabamos aquí. Azul, verde, verde, azul. Azul, verde, verde. Qué cabrón. Estirar para atrás. Azul, vale. Qué grande. Estamos aquí. Hay que hacer azul, verde. Hay que volver también. Hay que hacer azul, verde, champiñón. Hostia, ¿lo he hecho a pelo? Creo que me he liado. Ahora sería el azul.
I guess I lost my way.
Vale, ya lo he entendido. Es que hay unas que no he visto. Morada, mordedora, verde. Morada, mordedora, verde. Morada, mordedora, verde. Y ahora estamos aquí. Y es morada, mordedora, verde, verde, verde. 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 Vale. Y ahora estamos aquí y es mordedora, mordedora. ¡Epa! ¡Joder, qué susto, coño!
I guess I lost my
way.
way.
Me he perdido. What the fuck? ¿Dónde coño me he perdido? Las tienes como de vuelta también, pero yo de ida. Morada, mordedora, verde. A ver, espérate un momento. ¿Qué está pasando? Un momento, A ver, me lo voy a apuntar. Estoy haciendo todo lo loco. Mordedora, 3 mordedoras. A ver. Morada. Mordedora. Verde. Morada. Mordedora, verde, y 3 mordedoras. ¡Ajaja! Oli.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Hey, little fella. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Horas más tarde, joder. ¿Pero qué me dices? ¿Pero qué ha hecho? Gracias a Don Elogay por 2 meses. ¿Pero qué has hecho? Pero tío, que hay una ardilla ardiendo.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals.
¿Pero esto qué
It's
es?
what nature is for. Hey, little dear. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
Hostia, pero ¿cómo
I
se
must
puede
have
ser?
startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I made him up.
Hala. ¿Cómo se puede
It's a
ser una
single
persona tan
perfect
de
instrument that I
mierda,
will
tío?
keep and use for a lifetime.
La madre que me parió. Menudo desastre.
It's probably time for them to fly south.
Bueno, pues que os den.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Hostia, qué exagerado, tío. Cómo se le ha ido la puta pinza. Vale, a ver. Qué mala bestia. Vale, pues ya solo tenemos que ir, unirme a la tripulación, resolver el problema del primer oficial que me reconoce. Hecho. Todo easy. ¿Cómo?
I think I should move farther away from the quartermaster first.
Perdón. Coño.
Hey, watch it!
¿Qué ha pasado? Ah, no ha pasado nada. Coño, pero... Voy a hacerlo aquí, a ver. Ahora.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Qué burrada
Are
lo,
you trying
lo
to
del
fool
árbol.
me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something. It's soft and extra fuzzy. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic.
Pues no
I
cuela.
must have forgotten something.
No cuela, ¿no?
It's soft and extra fuzzy. Pirate Times. Editor, I've got a few coins for it. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over. The pen is mightier than the sword. It's good for relieving stress.
Vale. Ahora sí que estamos in a pickle.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
No cuela,
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
No cuela, no cuela. Ya lo tenía bastante gestionado,
Better
pero...
take off this eye patch first.
Pero que va, que va. Hay un libro que brilla, que es el de las pistas, que estamos ignorando.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping.
No hagáis backseating, gente, porque os borran el mensaje y además estresáis a los...
This will be excellent.
A los mods que también quieren no enterarse de las cosas, ¿sabes? No seáis así. Entonces, ¿qué, tío?
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Algo falla y no sé qué
Are you
es.
sure I can't persuade you to back my...
Let's pretend I was
¿Qué te tiene
really...
exactamente? Este plan, te lo he me la he hecho, pero solo muchos puntos gracias a mi genio. Tengo un gran sentido del humor y me gusta pasear por la playa. Puedo aguantar 3 minutos sin respirar.
I solve a lot of puzzles with my wits.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy.
Es el nuevo, ha salido hoy.
2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a
me la cedió Devolver, pero ya puedes
co-director
pillar.
of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat,
Vaya.
3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Chuta, te puedes proponer lo que quieras.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Vale, pues... Estamos en la shit, porque necesito algo más para disfrazarme. No sé quién es el del parche.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean.
Pero eso
It has
backseating, brutales.
many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible.
Que son las 8:15.
And there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
¿Cómo te llama magia negra?
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no
Las runas podrían ser los
expert.
dibujos.
It's too sterile for my tastes. I like
Prefiero el caos y el
things
dramatismo.
messy and
Fantástico.
theatrical.
Hola, Folox.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail,
Chala por el
soon
sub, Félix.
there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh. Okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Bueno. Ya veremos.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Sí que igual llevo un poquito más de lo que quería llevar, ¿no?
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your
Pero paramos
goals
ya.
and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there.
¿Triunfaré?
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
Marroncom.
Got any other
No sé si lo
mystical
voy a jugar
advice
todo
or
en
information
directo,
for
no
me?
lo sé.
Stock tips or something?
No.
No, vaya hombre.
Thank you, but I'm trying to empty my shelves, not stock them.
No ha colado. Sí, pero si se la puedes dar.
Thank you, but I'm trying to empty my shelves, not stock them.
Si le puedes dar la planta, ¿por qué te deja darle la planta? Es raro que te deje darle la planta. Oh!
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises.
No,
But
hombre, no.
alas, they have all gone.
Estaba ahí.
That's okay. I got what I needed elsewhere. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great.
Vale, pues... Aquí no había nada. Necesito un puto disfraz, ¿eh? Vale, pues vamos a parar por aquí. Hostia, qué rabia, ¿eh? Iba siendo todo rodado, tío. Me iría bien ese mantel.
Waiter, I can't just bring me what the...
Of course, sir.
Lo que pasa es que este tío no acaba de cocinar. Me decía Brutardis. No.
Oops. Oh, well.
Busy?
Yep.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. 16 cups in a gallon.
Tiene que acabar, pero para acabar...
This will be excellent.
Para acabar... O sea, para coger otro libro necesito que acabe. Pero no sé cómo hacer que acabe. Esta frase ha sonado fatal. Y que no se puede hacer nada con este bicho, tío. Se me hace rarísimo. No. Pues no se puede. Vale, pues pararemos aquí. Bueno, esto está siendo una fucking maravilla. Mira, funde de bocadillo, tamaño, qué chulo, tío. Ah, mostrar nombre del interlocutor. Sonido, es que no he mirado las opciones. Vídeo, esto lo he mirado antes. Texto de idioma. Salir. Bueno, esto es una maravilla de cojones. Es una fucking maravilla. Ah, tenemos logros por aquí. Hostia, obtener a todos los de la isla. Mira que estás en secreto, eso está guay. Ah, he hecho 73. Qué guay. Pues ya está, gente. A ver. Voy a dejar la musiquita de fondo. No sé si lo voy a jugar todo en directo, ¿vale? Porque... no lo sé. Realmente... Bueno, lo quito ya. Realmente, si os soy sincero, me haría mucha ilusión jugarlo todo en directo. Pero sé que es complicado, porque todos queréis hablar, todos queréis participar, y es una experiencia que quiero jugar yo, ¿sabes? Y quiero encontrarme yo las cosas. También me sabe mal que estén los mods volviéndose locos para no... para que no me coma yo nada, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, mañana lo veremos. Mañana igual cuando abra directo... Bueno, quiero terminar el cuidado ahí. Mañana por la mañana haré directo, seguro, ¿vale? Porque por las mañanas me mola hacer directo. Entonces mañana terminaré el cuidado ahí y es posible que me meta con el 4 cosas, o si no el miércoles me dedica a 4 cosas. Right and Dariel, sí, claro. Me han dicho Andariel primero y Andariel hace tiempo porque no le hacemos ninguna. Sí, pero el chat de modo emotes no mola, porque me mola ver vuestras reacciones, cuando algo hace gracia, cuando, ¿sabes? Cuidado ahí del Metal Hellsinger. Ay, pues nada, lo que veáis con Andariel, si mañana lo seguimos, no me lo spoileéis, por favor. Pero bueno, está siendo bonito porque sí que vais diciendo cosas, que lo sé, porque veo que van echando, pero me imagino que, o sea, lo hacéis con toda la buena fe, ¿sabes? Sé que a veces cuando está... Bueno, a veces no, cuando hay un streamer o una streamer que está jugando a una cosa de puzzles y no encuentra algo y no ve y tú lo has visto, es muy desagradable. O sea, se te llevan los demonios, ¿sabes? Lo entiendo, yo he estado ahí también. Pero... It is what it is. Porque hay una barba falsa ahí detrás de ti, quiero decir, ¿necesitas una? No, pero ese es el fake Pazos que me regaló Alba, que está con las gafas antiguas y con estos auriculares, pero los viejos, que también me los regaló ella. Gente, muchas gracias por estar aquí, por los sus y por todo, por estar... Ha sido muy bonito. Me ha hecho mucha ilusión jugar a Monkey Island. Y eso que yo soy de esa época y yo tengo otros juegos... Para mí fueron más tochos que Monkey Island, como se llama Max, The Dick, Prisoner of Ice, que es malísima, pero fue mi primera aventura gráfica yo solito. Pero Monkey Island siempre ha sido top absoluto y me encantan. Y Maniac Mansion no llegué a jugar porque era muy difícil para mí cuando yo lo pillé. Pero eso, que muchas gracias, ha sido muy bonito volver a este sitio. Igual mañana lo seguimos, ¿vale? Lo plantearé en Twitter, igual hacemos una encuesta aquí también y decidimos. Teo Tentecal, obra maestra. Os dejo con Andariel, no le hagáis bad cheating. Un beso, un abrazo, quiero mucho a todos y a todas. Adiós. Lefine.